Jesus, and I'm a messenger of the gospel. So I pulled out a thing, and it was to pray for someone to be healed, which I've been wanting to do all night. And one guy told me to ask for healing, and I jumped up and down, and then he was just like, just in general, and I was like, oh. So I was I was just looking around, really wanted to find someone who wanted to be healed. And then I saw this guy. He didn't look like he was injured, but I was just like, oh, I'll pray for him. And so, but then I didn't really want to because he kind of looked a little sketchy and like he really didn't want to talk to me. But then he stopped literally right in front of me and just stood there, and I was like, okay, fine, okay, I get the message. So I walked up to him and I was like, hey, can I pray for you? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, this is my favorite tattoo, and it's a Jesus fish. And I was like, okay. So anyway, I asked if I could pray for him. He said, yeah, I have this clothing line. It's going to be super awesome. Can you pray for it? I started praying for him. I asked that he could use that clothing line for the glory of God. He said, yeah, I'm giving 25% of the profits to the homeless. I just need it to take off. I said, that's awesome. And then I asked him, I said, is there anything that you need healing for? And he said, oh, I have a headache. And I said, okay, sure, I'll pray for your headache. So I prayed for his headache. That got healed. And then he said, oh, for my back too. And I don't know how many of you guys have seen, but like, you know when people sit someone down on a chair and they pull out their legs so that you can see if one's longer than the other for healing someone's back? And I've seen a million people do this all the time, but I've never done it myself because, I don't know, I just haven't. And so I've prayed for a lot of backs, but I've never actually prayed for them this way, and God just is like, that's how you need to do it. So I pulled out a chair, and I got him to do it, and he totally, sure enough, his feet were not the same length, and grew out longer than the other, went back, it was awesome, and he was totally healed, and he said he always has pain in his lower back, and as soon as he stood up, he was like, yep, it's totally gone, my headache's gone too, and just walked away.